You have decided turn on our podcast and you're ready to be entertained. Your daily dose of us are met. We are the dream team. Stories make you think less of me. We ain't always right. We will have fun. We talk about life. We are not always polite. Cause we're Gym Teacher Dreams. Powers unite. Gym Teacher Dreams. We seem to be alright. Gym Teacher Dreams. Your laughter will explode. Gym Teacher Dreams. Thanks for listening to our show.
First day back at school. So this show is all about firsts. So
our first show in a long time.
First show in a long time.
First day back to school.
Yes. You betcha. So, and then we've got questions about. We're going to question each other about our firsts. All right. Now we're not going to get too deep into it. We're not going to get too naughty or anything like that. I don't think. But my questions are too.
No, I pulled some from the internet. You know, it took just a couple minutes of time, but
okay.
You thought through it. I'm sure.
I've got.
How can I embarrass Ray a little bit? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I've got 20 questions. I was going to tell you, I meant to text you. I had 20.
I have 22.
Oh,
I don't know about you. I got 22.
Yeah, so I got 20. All right. According to my education, that makes 41. Okay, here we go now. So, first show back, first day at school. And the first day of school for us, you know, it's meetings. It's, you know, you got to see some people. You got to see people, say hi to people. Not always the biggest fan of that first day. Okay. You know, I don't know about you. It's nothing against anyone. It's just I'd rather get going. Second day for us is a hands-off day. Get everything ready in our classroom. That's my favorite day of the year. All right, no meetings and no kids. No, I'm just kidding, kids. We love you. We love you very much. All right. So first, let's get right to our questions. Okay. All right, you go ahead since you've got your head. Give me for your first.
Well, and I just thought of another one, but whatever. We'll see if we have time. Your first day of school at Savannah High School. What do you remember about that?
Savannah High School. Oh, I remember being scared to go through the quad.
The quad?
The quad. We in Savannah, we had a kind of quad where everyone kind of hangs out before school. And I knew that I did not want to go through there being a freshman. And imagine I had a little anxiety about going through the quad. No one messed with me, but I did have a senior that was in my neighborhood that I played with all the time. You know, we played sports. And he would bring over, and I don't know if he had anything to do with it, but no one really messed with me that. Well, there's a couple of people messed with me, but that's a different story. But never got messed with in the quad. So that was I remember that first.
Good.
All right. Good question there.
Thanks.
All right.
That one was not from the internet. That was from my brain.
Let's see here. I've got a few just for you, few others. All right. Number one. Do you remember the first time you met a celebrity?
I don't know if it's the first time I met a celebrity, but maybe I've shared the story. Leslie Frazier came to Fulton, Illinois to give a little speech. I forget exactly what the topic was, but he was brought in, I think, by the local churches. So I think it probably had something to do with, FCA or something like that. But afterwards, there was sort of like a meet and greet. And I would love to catch back up with Leslie Frazier and ask if he remembers me, because we each got to ask one question. And anybody that knows me knows my GI tract is a little bit goofed up, right? And at times, maybe I have some gas that isn't super pleasant, right? So while Leslie Frazier was talking about his time in the NFL with the Chicago Bears, he was a veteran when they won the Super Bowl, and William Refrigerator Perry was a rookie. And what the Bears did at that time on the road trips is they would pair veteran with a rookie, and they would be like roommates, So I asked him, Fridge, bigger dude, right? I thought bigger dude probably had gas. So knowing that I had some issues with gas, I asked Leslie Frazier.
How old were you?
Like 16, 15, 16, something like that. I said, does he have gas? And he kind of laughed like you did. And I don't remember. He says, I don't remember him having gas or anything. It must not have been that bad. But anyway. That's
okay.
Have you broken a bone?
I have not broken a bone.
We know about the bicycle incident.
We know
about stitches. Ever get stitches?
The first time I got stitches, I wanted my parents to go outside.
Okay.
All right. And I was outside. And so I don't know what they were doing. But they weren't coming out fast enough for a youth like me. And so I started, hit the door. And it was a glass door, and eventually hit it too hard and shattered. And then I got stuck halfway on the door. And I only got cut right here a little bit. Got stitches there.
So not arm, your whole body's like
yes,
inside.
yeah. So like I'm kind of hanging like that.
You're not gonna come outside yet.
And yeah, just right here. I had stitches. I don't know how much. It's not very big, but
Did it hurt?
Yeah,
Were you scared?
I cried.
Yeah,
I cried.
How old were you?
18. No, I would say about 7, 8, I think, or maybe 5 to 7. So
Okay.
I don't know, but yeah,
Scary.
yeah.
How about mom and dad? How they handled breaking the glass?
They were more concerned about me,
Your safety,
my safety.
well-being.
Yeah, and then they worried about that later. Gave me the when I got adult and got my first job is when they gave me the bill for the new door.
Got it.
Yep. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's go with your first. Do you remember your first home run? I know you're a power hitter in baseball.
Actually, I think I do.
Over the fence.
Over the fence. I was a little bit of a late bloomer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is a conversation I did have with, I know Jonathan, as he was progressing in baseball. It didn't really come together for me until like late junior high, and then high school. I'm trying to remember the timing of it. I don't know if you ever played at like the Pony League fields in Fulton, but right field was a short porch.
Yeah, and
So
I think I did. Yeah.
I hit a couple home runs over that fence. But then when you talk about high school baseball, my freshman, sophomore, and even through my junior year, I didn't hit a home run. But the last practice of my junior year, we were taking batting practice with a pitching machine. I don't think we did that very often. And I hit one over the fence. And I thought I hit it pretty well. And then it went over the fence. And I said, I'm done, coach. I'm going to end my season on that home run. And then I don't know if it was an omen or not, or, my body was kind of catching up to my brain. So I put it all together that senior year and hit a handful of home runs. But those are two memories, I guess, of home runs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
You remember first home run?
I do. It was in Milledgeville.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm talking high school. Yeah. In middle school, it was right center field. So yeah.
Taco for you?
Yeah, I hit a lot. I hit off Apple a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had 3 home runs in high school my senior year and 3 home runs in college
Okay.
all years. But yeah. So
How about the first one in college? What'd that feel like?
I cried a lot. Yes. The kid didn't throw. Yes.
First time, or I'll let you choose how you want to answer this or whatever, but first time you wore makeup or first makeup item you had to wear or chose?
Honestly, I do not remember wearing makeup because I was the oldest.
So you just threw the drew the line. I will not do this.
I don't remember wearing makeup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
All right. How about now let's go your first CD.
Ooh, I don't remember it. I don't remember the first CD that I purchased.
Okay.
Dang it.
You know what mine was? Why you're singing? And I will always love you. Bodyguard soundtrack.
Okay.
It was part of the Columbia, where you get a bunch of them, but
that was
that'd
kind
be
of
like the first one.
the direction I would have taken that question in is were you ever remember one of those? Yeah,
we got a lot of CDs, but I think that's the first one I got.
got it. Completely different direction. First plane ride.
First plane ride was my honeymoon.
And where was that too?
Cancun.
I knew you were going to say Cancun.
Yeah.
I also have flown to Cancun.
Yeah.
I don't specifically remember the flight there. I remember the way home, and I knew this because, anxieties and stuff. Did you have any issues with planes? Up, down,
No.
Turbulence? Nothing?
No,
Lines?
not at that time.
Not at that time. You were young. And
Yeah, wild and free.
Yes.
Yeah.
This stuff does come on with age, I've noticed, or
Yeah.
whatever. But I knew there was going to be an issue, and I think they added me to the the group outing later. So my return flight was also later than everyone else's. So I was in Cancun all by myself for a couple hours. Had checked out of the hotel, but was hanging by the pool. And then already arranged, like, there was going to be a shuttle from the hotel to the airport. And there were two different airport, whatever you call those, terminals or whatever.
Yeah.
And sure as poop, they sent me to the wrong terminal. So then I'm looking at the big screen, looking for my numbers and the city connections and whatever. And I'll never forget this. I wish I would have gotten this dude's name or whatever, but it had to be a Texan, a guy with big cowboy hat, accent. He's you look like you're having issues, son. Can I help you? So I told him what was going on, and he's like, "You're at the wrong place. You need to get on that bus there, go to the other place." And so he got me squared away, and I was very appreciative. So, guy with the cowboy hat, Cancun, if you're listening, watching, thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Yes, appreciate it. We wouldn't be here right now in the podcast without you.
Fact.
All right. Okay. Now, since we're in the Midwest, we're in Illinois, our state bird. When's the first time you saw an eagle fly?
I thought our state bird was a cardinal.
I don't know. It's our national bird.
Eagle fly. I don't specifically remember, but again, I'll tell a story about an eagle. My grandpa was a nature nut, right? River rat, all of that. Well, up by Lock and Dam 13, you get a lot of eagles up there.
Yep, I remember going up there.
He'd go up there, the eagles nesting and all that stuff.
You can't believe how many eagles were around Mississippi here this past time. Did you see them?
No.
But yeah, there were eagles all over the place. It was, people in Savannah talked about it. When we went to Sevilla to get cheaper gas, we saw a ton, just half dozen in that little couple miles.
It's always my intention to run over to Clinton to fill up before I take off, and I never do it. So I end up stopping at Morrison, which is also less expensive than our area, but more expensive than Clinton. If I would have went over to Iowa to get it, and then I'm helping Morrison, and who wants to do that, right?
Not this guy.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I think of eagles, I typically think of Lock and Dam 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought maybe like at the middle school you saw your first eagle ever.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Anyway.
First time you ever got in trouble at school?
The first time I was in first grade.
Whoa.
All right. First grade. I was out at recess, me and my buddy. We were out, and a couple girls. We were playing with a couple girls, and all of a sudden, it was time to go in, and the girls were a little bigger than we were, and so they pinned us down. And they kind of wanted, they wanted a little first grade kiss. And anyway, I ain't gonna say names, but they might have ended up on Springer.
Oh, is that legit?
Yes, legit, too legit. That's the truth, okay? And so when we got back, the first grade teacher kind of got on us about being late and who you hang out with, and I cried. So yes, that's the first time. Yes.
Okay.
I think so. I think that, I don't know, I might even got trouble in kindergarten. I was a hoodlum back in the day.
Follow-up question. First time you ever got in trouble at home?
With my parents?
Yeah.
I don't. First time, I was pretty perfect.
So you were good at home, hoodlum at school.
No, I was kidding about being a hoodlum.
Okay.
First time at home, there's a couple that kind of come up. I gave someone a bird once. Older guy that came in and we were playing basketball, and he just, he kicked my butt when I was relatively young. I threw some mud at my kids, my sister. Nothing serious. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't cause too much trouble at home. Good. All right. Let's see here. I'll give one more, and then do you remember the first time you destroyed someone's presentation?
Destroy or
it could have.
Enhance. Enhance.
I don't know. Okay, take it how you want.
Okay.
Enhance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that enhance means like to add something, right?
You actually took something away. You took a letter away from it.
Okay. You're right. I did. I altered, but yes, you're right. Was Was that 2006?
I don't know.
It's like 16 years ago. That's like forever. You know.
Well, yeah. You want me to tell us? So the story goes that we shared the office and we were taking our master's program. I was working on a presentation and left my computer up. This guy changed it.
On.
Yeah, it was on open. I went to do something. Maybe I taught. I don't know. Probably not. And so I get my presentation up. I'm kind of looking at it, and instead of saying public law, it said pubic law. So I thought, I made a mistake, right? Oops. And spell check wouldn't have. When I read through it, I didn't see it, and I thought I made a mistake. I was red. I was embarrassed until I saw two little giggly girls in the corner laughing about it. It was this guy and O.D. Mill, and I knew that it had been enhanced.
Sabotaged. Sorry, those are the rules.
It was funny though. It was funny, but I still like to give you a hard time
because I apologize for
you.
I'm immature, and I have matured. I was immature, still immature. Hopefully, getting better. But this is the second time this week I've apologized for something, and then the other person was like, "No, that's funny." Because you looking back say that's funny.
Oh, it's funny at first, okay. But I still have to give you a hard time about it.
Got it.
Okay.
First car.
I'm not good with cars, but I think my first car was a Nissan Sentra.
Yeah. For not being very good, you shot that out there.
Burgundy, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, brown burgundy style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get a little sappy here. Do you remember your first kiss?
Yes. It was a little bit of a failure. Middle school.
Middle school, okay.
I don't know if that's
middle school
right timing or if I was delayed. I felt delayed.
Just depends.
It wasn't first grade. I wasn't kissing people in first grade. And between myself and the lady, I think there were like mixed signals on, maybe how long it would go, the extent, like how aggressive it might be.
Well, yeah, it was your first kiss.
First kiss. So
how long?
It was
tongue,
awkward.
Tongue, no tongue. I mean, those kind of things you don't know as you go through your mind as a youth for your first kiss.
So that was my first kiss. It was, and we were dating, for middle school dating or whatever, and there's peer pressure, right? Where it was set up by like some peripheral friends who, we're all in the room, and then all of a sudden it's not everybody's in the room, and it's just she and I, and it's sort of a forced, awkward. All of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You?
Don't remember.
I was going to ask you first girlfriend. Remember it?
First girlfriend. Consider girlfriend. I got married in 5th grade on the playground.
Yeah. That's right.
And then we got divorced slightly after. Okay. We weren't married for very long, but I did get married.
Yeah.
On the playground. So I guess 5th grade would be my first girlfriend since we got married.
Got it.
Yep. All right. Your first celebrity crush.
First celebrity crush. Now, every now and again on Twitter, this pops up where, hey, this was my first celebrity crush or this one or whatever. And I think to myself, who was my first celebrity crush? But I think, but off the top of my head, I feel like Elizabeth Shue, Karate Kid jumps to mind.
Okay. All right.
First time you went streaking.
I talk about streaking all the time. If you've ever seen it, if we win a championship, I say it all the time, we're going streaking in the quad. I actually just watched the old school last week.
Yeah.
If we won the lottery, going streaking. But be honest with you, the only time I streak is in my own house. In my house.
Okay.
Quite a bit. I like to air dry. How about that?
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When no one's around.
You put a fan on you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it my turn?
I think so, because I just asked you if you've been streaking.
Okay. All right. Let's go with, how about the first time you thought, ooh, I may even get in trouble for this one.
Oh man. So I think it was my freshman year. I mean, there may have been ones earlier. There probably were ones earlier where I made a bad decision, around some friends, and I thought if mom and dad find out about this.
Yeah, this is a little more mom and dad type of.
Yeah, you're talking relationship wise,
or even law enforcement.
I'm in trouble for this one.
No, you don't. I mean, just that first time. Like for me, I'll tell you. For me, at school, I said something I shouldn't have, and I thought, ooh, I could get in trouble for that.
Yeah. Okay. So
as a teacher, that is, I said that.
First, I know like a few stories jump to mind or whatever, but I don't even know which one. Similar to your flipping someone off story, and I think I've told this one, bad decisions we've made or whatever, but we were, we walking to and from school or whatever, and we had, maybe a couple miles, whatever, maybe it's just a mile and a half, but it's like 6 or 8 blocks from and our elementary school. So we walked. If I remember right, I'm so sorry. You might remember the timing of all that, but it was pretty important in my life, and I flipped them off just as it was the next car coming by. I was flipping everyone off.
Yeah.
And then I did flip off a high school student. And I was probably like 3rd, 4th grade or whatever I was, and the brake lights come on, and he's clearly turning around, and I'm like, oh poop, I might get in trouble for this one. Another time, we lived very close to an open field growing up. Actually, we lived right next to the high school. So the open field was like the practice field. And if you're familiar with Fulton High School, the open area just north of the football field. Yeah. You've been there once or twice. So we played there like all the time. We just walked over there. It was real close. And I was playing with older kids. So I'm swearing, thinking I'm cool, trying to fit in. And I'm like, man, if mom finds out about this, I'm probably going to be in big trouble, And my mom found out about everything. Your mom find out about everything?
My
mom had
probably.
People, or,
yeah,
whatever. So there was that. Those are a couple of early examples. My freshman year, playing Truth or Dare with girls who were not my girlfriend, and I thought I might get in trouble for this, and me and that girl didn't work out, believe it or not, so got in trouble for that one. Those were a few stories.
Okay.
Not proud of it. I'm actually extremely embarrassed and still whatever. Shaken up to this day.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
We all say things, do things. All right. Yeah. What do you got for me?
Oh, yeah. First, well, I want to ask this one first, but I got another good one, I hope. First cooking experience. I know you like to, mess around in the kitchen, especially when you're half asleep in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But let's go back further, assuming that you did a little cooking for yourself in junior high, high school, or whatever. Maybe it was college. I don't know. First cooking experience.
Geez, I didn't do a lot of cooking.
Okay.
But I'll tell you the first cooking mistake I made.
Okay.
Was I made a casserole. I'm all right at making casserole. I'm a better baker than cooker, but I made a casserole. Say it's tater tot casserole. Sure. It's a tater tot casserole, and I put it in the oven and put the plastic lid on.
Okay.
In the oven, and it melted. We were living together or married. I can't remember, but I got in trouble for that one. Can't live that one down. That you put plastic in something that warms up, and
right.
So yeah, that's the first one I remember. Yeah,
see that one or feel it playing out.
Yeah. All right. How about the first time you thought, I might die?
I might die?
Yeah.
Okay. I know one story jumps to mind, but I don't know if it's the first one again. Again, I'm in high school. Middle school. This would have been like 8th grade. We weren't driving, whatever. I was with James Lamus, one of my good friends, whose dad I flipped off in that story a little earlier. James has been on the show before, by the way. We did the wrestling one.
Yep.
So I was with James and another dude, and it must have been in May because it was Dutch Days weekend. Big deal in Fulton. And James was actually supposed to be at a track meet. All right. Didn't go to the track meet. Fast forward like 4 years, and James wins like 7 medals at the IHSA track meet. Maybe it's only 4, but whatever. He was really good at track, but he skipped this meet. And we went to the quarry, which is, I don't know what it's called now. It's been Weeringay's Quarry, Canyon, and Canyon.
Sounds like Heritage Canyon is someplace where a lot of things go back.
Okay.
All right. I'll meet you at Heritage Canyon.
You gotta check it out. Google search Heritage Canyon. It's pretty neat. But anyway, we were there at Heritage Canyon, and we decided we wanted to climb. The side of it's like a dugout rock quarry. So like limestone that goes up and whatever. And we were gonna climb it. And about halfway up, I thought to myself, I might die.
Yeah.
I could very possibly fall, and I would die. So when I did get to the top, the plan was to climb back down. I'm like, hell no. I'm going to walk all the way around that thing, and I'll meet you over at wherever we met. I forget. But whenever we did meet up, one of the kids who was at the track meet drives by with his dad, and he was like, hey, James, where were you? And that's how I remember that he had a track meet that day.
All right. Now, I got 2. One is when Professor McCormick saved me. We were late night snuck out of the house, and we were going to visit friends, and we jumped hiding from a car, even though I think we were old enough. There's still part of it was just the adventure of running from.
Yeah.
And so we ducked down, and it was happened to be right by a steep decline into the river lake. Well, just kidding, Plum River. And I started slipping down, and McCormick with his strength grabbed one hand and kept me up. Now that happened so fast, I don't know if I would have died. But the other time is we were at a bachelor party, and we were tubing, and we got to a fork in the road, I should say. And Aaron, my buddy, said, always go left. We went left, and then there's a big trees and limbs. So we had nowhere to go. When we got out, it was cold water, and instantly gave me a cramp in my hamstring. And the water was about up to my neck. I'm stuck in the rope that had our tubes tied together. And at one point I thought, oh shit, this might be the end of it. But I'm still here, baby.
Still here. Made it.
Yep, made it. Was that you?
It's my
or you had a follow-up?
You asked.
Oh, I did ask you that. That's right.
Not so much a follow-up, but I didn't want to put it back to back with the streaking one. But first time you ever dunked.
First time I ever dunked. That's a good question.
Thank you.
I don't remember the first time I dunked. I should, because that's a big deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember. I mean, I don't know if it was my junior year. It had to be between my junior year. Yeah, I was dunking a little bit, but then my senior year, off one foot. But anytime pregame warm up before the officials, but so we always had a little fun there. But yeah, I actually don't remember the first time. Never in a game. I had 3 chances in a game, and I went for the points all 3. The last one, I thought I got way up there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm way up there, dunk it. But it was always more important. But
finger rolling.
Yeah, in hindsight, I should have dunked shit out of that.
Yeah, but if you bricked it, oh man, the humiliation that
you just make that U-turn to the sidelines. What Coach D used to say. All right. Let's see here. What I got? Maybe we'll go about 2 more each.
Okay.
Gosh, that's a tough one. I don't know. All right. First time you ate Manny's pizza.
It was in Savannah, of course, because there was only one at that time.
Yeah.
And we had heard so much about it from friends of ours in Thompson. Thompson's like the one town between Fulton and Savannah. And so we had to try it. I don't remember 100% specifically. I remember what the original Manny's looked like, where on the one side, it was like those booths that were like,
multicolored. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where you ordered your pizza and everything. And then on the other side was the bar.
With the video games.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't remember the video games necessarily, but I just remember the layout of the place pretty well. Yeah, I do remember one time I was there, and I don't know, I was with a buddy or whatever. We were young, probably middle school age or whatever, and we couldn't decide what toppings we wanted. So we're like, well, get a Supreme. and we didn't know at the time because we weren't paying for this, but every item costs more. So the Supreme was like, $100. It wasn't $100, but it was like a lot. And my dad wasn't too happy, whatever.
I didn't like pizza until 5th grade. I mean, I didn't try pizza, and then I tried it. And one time we were managed with some friends, tried it, and it was like, ah! And from then on, you go home to see your family, and you got to have some mayonnaise.
Fact. Except when it's closed. Last couple times I've been home, closed.
Oh, gosh.
Once they changed the dates.
Workers.
Exactly, that's what it was.
I know it's workers.
Oh, we're not open on Mondays anymore because we don't have any workers.
Yeah.
What? So whatever.
Yeah.
First time you were overserved. Do you recall?
That was my question too.
Okay.
That was my last question. So
Okay.
I'm gonna find out. The first time, I don't remember if this is completely the first time, but this is one of those good stories. I don't know if I've ever told on here. So you tell me if I did. So I didn't really start drinking until I was 21, because again I was rural follower, whatever. I didn't do any high school parties. I just wasn't into that.
Was Heather working this day?
Heather was waiting tables that night.
Okay, I've heard it.
Yeah,
Tell
so-
the fans who may not have.
So so we were. I flip phone her and said, thank you for being here. But then I told her, well, here you gotta meet. I don't remember her name. We have so much in common. And so she likes the Lakers, and I'm telling all this stuff. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Heather's face was not impressed with my story.
Yeah.
All right.
I can imagine.
So yes, but I mean, that's how I am. That's the girls. And you
The girls like me?
No, the girls, they love you. Old ladies love everyone.
Yes.
I did not recognize when girls were trying to hit on me. I just thought they were good buddies. Oh, wait, sorry. Time out.
This just happened today. For as much grief as you give me about the old ladies loving me, we're at this in-service or whatever, the first day, teacher meetings, whatever. I come around a corner and I see Pick with this older lady. Oh, how you doing? Haven't seen you in so long, whatever. I'm like, you give me all this crap, and then the exact same thing happened.
I know, buddies, friends.
Same. The old ladies that like me it's friends, colleagues. It's not anything different.
All right. I still think you're more like Alan Gamble. That's what I said.
I may be, but that doesn't mean it's reciprocated, right?
I didn't say it was always reciprocated.
Okay,
but anyway, where was I? But the last part of the story is Heather had just got her car cleaned and said, if you're going to get sick, tell me. We stop and we throw up. Well, I didn't tell her. And I didn't throw up inside the car. I just went out the window like a dog and just let it all go out in the wind. Got all over her new clean car. She wasn't even happy with that day either.
No.
All right. Well, dang it. You stole mine.
Good.
Let's see here. Okay. Well, then I'm going to this one. The first time you knew Brienne was the one.
I shouldn't have paused, I guess. But I don't know. So the way I tell the story, and I told this at our rehearsal dinner, we got up and just, talked, with probably a mic or whatever, I don't know. We just were able to have fun together. We'd go out, we'd go bowling, or we'd go out to dinner, and it was just like fun, it kind of seemed like, because I hope I'm not saying anything that's not true, but like you hang out with your buddies and it's like one kind of fun, but then you hang out maybe with a girlfriend and it's a different kind of fun. It's not as fun, right?
Yeah.
So I was able to have this kind of fun with Brienne.
Okay.
That's kind of when I knew she was the question, though.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Man, I did not end on a high note, I don't think, here, but I think we're just getting through the concert season, and there was like a pseudo concert at the opening festivities. First concert, big music buff, country music guy.
My first concert.
All those festivities back where we come from. Your dad.
The first concert will be would be the Roadrunners.
Okay.
Back in Northwest Illinois, wherever we come from, the Roadrunners. My dad. Fireman's
Ball. I've heard about
And
it.
holy cow! I mean, the people loved it. And we used
Lined up for miles
and miles. They'd come to see the Roadrunners, and especially as we got a little older, the kids, and then we would get a little overserved and out there dancing, screaming, "We want Mike Pick," and everything. It was good times. But yes, my first, I don't want to say real, but my first other concert wasn't until I was in adult. Dirk Bentley.
Okay.
And Luke Bryan, whatchamacallit for him?
Open
for him.
Whoa,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So him, Bucky not only in Rockford. How about you?
First concert. I mean, we frequented Riverboat Days, so we saw a lot of good acts. Like 20 years after they were good at Riverboat Days. In high school, we did make a trek up to Rockford to watch Brooks and Dunn, and they had two opening acts. One was the Tractors. Remember, they had one song, "Baby Likes to Rock It," like Boogie Choo Choo Train.
Okay.
But whatever, doesn't matter. So we did that one. But you mentioned Twitter. I was gonna reach out to you and I forget. I don't know. Different time, different story for another time. Whatever.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the first edition of the Gym Teacher Dreams as we've come back in our first day of school and our questions about some of our firsts in our life. Some more interviews. That's one thing that people talk about that we are pretty good.
I think guests are big.
Yeah.
Big thing.
Yeah. So we got to get some guests. We'll get some games and try to keep you highly entertained and maybe even educate you along the way. So this has been the Gym Teacher Dreams podcast.
Tell a friend.
We love you. Until next time, America, we out here. Thank you for watching, listening. Do what you do.